The other matter that I was going to speak about is there is no experience in truth. All experience is related to the senses. There is always a subject, I who am seeing the flowers, and an object, the flowers. And so I can say I'm experiencing seeing the flowers. Same with hearing, same with tasting. They're all experiences. Now, experience is the limit of the experience of the human mind. For instance, the human mind cannot register as an experience some of the sounds that we're told by the scientists that the insects and birds can hear. So there's no experience, because there's no sense of that. So all experience is to do with this externalized existence awareness. And there's always a gap in the experience. Experience always consists of the subject here seeing the flowers, and there's a gap or distance between me and the flowers. So there's time or distance between us. So there's always distance from the beloved in existence. We say the flowers are the beloved, but let's say the beloved is a man or a woman, which is the first example of the true beloved, is a man or woman. So in existence, I'm always separate from the beloved, because the experience of the beloved as a man or woman is an experience. That means I'll always be separate from her or him. This is terrible. This is absolutely frustrating and tragic, because there can be no union in this existence, in this awareness. Man and woman can have no union except a passing one in this existence. Because it's all experience. What happens then is myself, having had to live with this since I was born, this dreadful division from the beloved, whatever it is that I love, I'm always divided from, separate from. The self, by habit, starts to think that experience is all there is. I have to experience it. So it goes searching for experience that will fulfill it. And of course, every search for experience does not fulfill. It doesn't matter what you want. Do you want to experience? Say you want to experience what some drug gives you. You take the drug. You have the experience because the drug is separate from yourself. It temporarily enters your awareness or your consciousness or your mentality. You experience something, but it doesn't last. It goes. You cannot hold it because you were dependent on something outside of me. So it satisfies, experience satisfies, but it's not lasting. Say, to drink a glass of water, there is an experience. I'm thirsty. So I have a glass of water. I experience the water. The water's separate from me, and I take it into me. And as soon as I've taken it into me and consumed it into me, the experience, the water's gone, but it was still an experience. So we do with making love. We treat it as an experience. And when you make love as an experience, you will always be separate from the beloved. Because experience is always looking to get, not to give. And if you make love looking to get, which is what sex is, and what unhappiness is, you will always be frustrated. Because you can't get love. You can't get it as an experience. You can get satisfaction. Satisfaction lasts, 5 minutes or 5 months? 5 weeks? That's the end of it. Then you start to want some other experience, some new experience, because the old experience is dead. And you go from one experience to another. So there's no experience in truth. Why is this? One of the pains of the spiritual life is you start to lose the satisfaction of experience. Is this true? Each of you, if you haven't already done it, or found it, or experienced it, will, that you don't get the same experience out of your relationships as you used to. I'm not saying that they're negative. I'm just saying that the experience goes out of it. You don't get any feedback. That's because you are detaching from experience so that you can live in the truth, which is now. Now, living in the truth, which is now, is fulfillment, not satisfaction. Satisfaction ends. Fulfillment doesn't end. So if I make love, not for experience, but because it is an act of fulfillment, then it doesn't end. Then I make love in truth. Then I am in a constant receiving, not because I'm trying to get, but because I cannot help but receive. When I give up the need of experience.